course, on our brand new launch. We do have two options for you. We've got just the dies, or we've got the incredible Showstopper collection, which is the one that you have been going for. We're going to be going over it in a lot more detail just shortly. Do want to give you the heads up as well. We have got another Crafter's Choice Award going on across on our website too, where you can have a look at and you can get your vote in as to what is your favourite embossing and stamp range. So there's 5 options for you to choose from. Just head to the website, click on the Crafter's Choice Awards, and they're going to pop up there. You can pop your email address with your chosen answer. And then what you can also do as well is you could take advantage up to 70% off on so many Crafters Companion products, where we are, of course, celebrating the Crafter's Choice Award. So the result of today's one will come in later on at the end of the day on Cartload. So that is something that I need you to do when you're on the website across on .co.uk.com or .eu. And in actual fact, here you go. Here's the 5 that you can choose from. When it comes to your craft room, what can it not live without? Is it your 3D embossing folders, cut and emboss folders, cute character stamps, Charlotte's favourite. We've got sentiment stamps, we've got layering stamps as well. Whichever one is your favourite, get your vote across on the website there. So that's where you need to go. But this day is all about the launch day. We had incredible demonstrations this morning from Debbie. She's back again, not only for launch day, but for the full day in Carlo.
Yes, well, the last got this show and one more, and then
holiday
sign going on. Not that I'm going anywhere as exotic as what our lovely Debs did, but it's still a holiday all the same. But we have got some serious business to get down with this afternoon, and you have been loving these fabulous new dies that we are launching here today. In the UK with our gorgeous floral outline dies, the big ones, not the little ones, the big ones, where you're going to be able to do lots of amazing things. I'm going to share a few samples from our amazing design team to show you the kind of versatile ways that you are going to be able to use them. Whether you take them and paint into them, you're going to create some beautiful ones. Whether you want to use your alcohol markers to colour these in with, this is a gorgeous one that Lily's done. I absolutely adore that. You saw me make this one this morning, where you can create some different things using vellum and colouring with your aqua markers and then your background pieces. What about doing a little bit of the stained glass window effect? So on the other side, you can actually see that you can create that lovely stained glass window. What about a bit of paper piecing? Each one of these, you're going to be able to create so many beautiful different looks. Another lovely simple one that our Julia's done, but it looks so gorgeous. Clean and simple, but absolutely divine. I love this one because it almost looks like it's been like a bit of a faux kind of embossed, like a bit of an inky background, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And of course you can take it into all different styles of your card making. I absolutely love this one. It's soft, it's subtle, but it's absolutely striking with those beautiful flowers. Because they are very versatile, this is the kind of thing that you can be doing with them as well. So I love this one that Sean's done because it's using that cherry blossom, but it's also using water reactive ink pads to get your inky background, and then colouring in with, and then just chopping into them as well. And then another lovely one, and I think this was Sean's as well, because I absolutely adore this. This is right up my street. I absolutely love box making or light up boxes, but that's the kind of thing that you are going to be able to achieve. And if we just, can we just drop the L just for a second so that you can see these beautiful samples at the side of me? Just for 1 second, thank you. Look at these are all so beautiful. I'm going to have to take a picture of them later because they're stunning. Our design team are amazing any day of the week with any of our launches. They've outshone themselves with this fabulous die set, and I know I love florals, Craig loves them, we all love a floral. I love something big and detailed as well, and that's what you're getting with these, and then they're so versatile as well. So I'm really excited about this show. I can't wait to get started. Craig, I'm going to leave it all to you because I know we haven't got, we've sold loads. If you knew how much we had this morning, you'd understand and appreciate just how much has already gone. So you're absolutely loving them. Don't hang around, get hold of yours now, sit back with your cup of coffee and enjoy the rest of the show. Absolutely. Just a quick recap. Johnny, can I check how much has gone of the Showstopper? So half the stock of the Showstopper collection has gone. I know many of you have already got your hands on the collection. What we'll just briefly do is as Debbie was saying there, many are doing it. You're already sitting down, nice, comfy, ready for the show to see what Debbie's doing. Rachel's back on social this afternoon, and we've got Lynn's in, #GoLive. Granny is saying good afternoon. Just been in the garden, and I've nearly roasted
It's so hot here on the Isle of Wight today. Nice here as well. Really nice. I think it's nice across the globe. No, is it not nice?
No, I went at dinner time. It's a bit cool.
Is it a bit
Don't know
cool?
what happened. Where's the sunshine gone? It went a bit cloudy and cool over here in Newton Aycliffe. I want to be on that island with our lovely Lynn because it sounds delicious over there. So cool off, Lynn. Come and join us for a couple of hours, and then you can go out a bit later on. It'll have cooled down by then.
Good call, good call. Sarah Brown is in again from Melbourne, Australia. Gareth Dobbs is saying good afternoon, Craig, Debbie, Rachel, and all the amazing CCTV team. So we've got Johnny again in the gallery. Charlotte is there in the gallery, but we've got wee Jamie, who's like 7 foot tall. He's there just shadowing Charlotte. Not quite 7 foot tall, but when you say wee Jamie, compared to the actual size of them, it's because we had 2 Jamies beforehand. We just got, well, actually, no, we've now got 2, don't we?
Wait a minute, because we've got James.
James.
Yeah, I keep calling him Jamie, but he said his name's James. Yeah. Wee little Jamie, the acrylic Jamie. He's left us now, hasn't he? He's gone on to other things. But we've got, and you call him wee Jamie, because I think of him as a young man, because he's a young man, but he's very tall.
He is very tall.
He's very, very tall, he is.
He is indeed. We've got Tracy in today, and John is just hovering about out there as well, helping where needed. Vanessa's in saying good morning everyone from Florida. Kathy Sue is saying hello everyone from Kentucky. John's just walked past there. We've got Sarah Laney is saying hi Craig, Debbie and the Crafters TV team. We've got Sissy Hastings is saying hello from North Carolina. Barbara Newton is saying good morning from North Carolina as well. Betsy Black is saying good morning from Houston, Texas. I am loving these dies. And Lois is in from Ohio. Ohio to you too. Right, here we go. Let's dive straight in. If you just want the dies, the brand new large outline floral die launch, you can get your hands on these ones. 8 dies here. They create the most beautiful floral effect when it comes to any techniques that you choose to do. You've seen some of the samples that Debbie's shown you. You've seen Wake Up Call, and you'll see what she'll do within this show here. So just the dies on their own, £75 or $99, £60 platinum or $79.20. You're going to get the roses. You're also then going to be getting the peonies as well. So all have got that lovely, that floral, that outline that you can then colour or spritz or ink or paper piece. You've got the lilies too. You've then got the cosmos. You've then also got your cherry blossom. You're also then going to get the hellebores. You're also going to get the chinchillas. And then you're also going to get that one there as well. So that's all 8 of them that you're going to be getting when it comes to the large outline floral dies. That is your 8-pack there when it comes to the dies themselves. So these are the brand new launched today, just the dies on their own, if you want to get your hands on them. £75 or $99. Brand new, as you can see on the screen. But if you are a platinum member, that's going to come down to £60 or $79.20. All there on the website. Shop the day, or you can just click on the launch day icon. But what you're going for, half the stock is gone already, and that is the Showstopper collection. Now, when it comes to the Showstopper collection, you get all 8 dies. You can then get all of this here. All of this you're going to get for £24 or $41. You're also going to get free shipping on that one as well, which is a win-win. So what are you getting for that £24 or $41, the way it works out within this bundle? You're going to get 2 packs of your tricolour aqua pens. So you're going to get the 2 packs of them. Now, each of these are worth $9.99 or $14.99 each, but you're going to be getting them. So you've got your 6 pens, but you've got 9 colours in total. If you didn't see Wake Up Call, go back and watch that later on today once we are not live and see what Debbie done with her aqua pens. It was incredible with the launch. You're also going to get your 4-pack of your precision tweezers. So it's got your different tweezer heads on each of these ones here. One of them is that reverse feature. You're also then going to be getting your tape runner. So that's your straight tape runner. So perfect for your mats and layers, or should you choose to use it for construction and follow along with what Debbie does, that's going to be a perfect one. Then we're popping in some heat-proof acetate as well. Because let's not forget, if you have got your foil press, you can foil with these dies too. You get the most beautiful foiled outline. So why not do that onto acetate? And that's your heat-proof acetate. So you've got your 12 sheets there. there. And then last but by no means least, you are going to be getting your 12 by 12, 250 GSM textured cardstock. I say texture, what you're getting is pink, lilac, blue and yellow, and then when it comes to each of the colours, half of them are a linen cardstock, the other half is a pearl card. They work well together, but of course perfectly separately too. If you choose to use them in that way, you could use your launch day dies if you want to. But all of that is what you are essentially going to be getting for £24 or $41, excuse me, including all of that acetate as well. So the actual value of that whole Showstopper collection, you're going to be paying £99 or $140. Platinum comes down to £79.20 or $112. Now we are approaching 60%. Approaching 60% on that one. Don't forget, you guys stateside, you get your free shipping on that one because of the value that it's over. So it's a really, really good showstopper to go for, and that's why so many have gone for it. That's why approaching 60% of it is gone. And absolutely, Hannah, I did say chinchilla because that's what it looks like on the back of the board. It's only one, there's two of them I can't say.
Echinacea.
That's the one, but it looks...
Oh, look at me. Can't say foliage, right? I did yesterday, I managed it, but I've still forgot it now. I can't say that word, but I can say echinacea. Yeah. It's crazy. What?
Incidentally,
yes?
If you do have a chinchilla, send a photo in to Jamie. Let us see. Don't know if we still get them as pets now, but that being said, I'm going to shut up now because I know Debbie's got incredible demonstrations to show you, so let's just go straight to you, Debbie.
I am really looking forward to this. Now, I did start off very nice and gentle in the wake-up call, but I'm going straight in with full pelt with this one because I don't want to waste a single minute of the show. So I'm going to use the hellebores, or hellebores? Those beautiful florals, and this is what I said earlier, doesn't matter if you don't know how to pronounce those florals, they are all gorgeous, they all offer something that little bit different, which is why I love them. So I've got a piece of matte black cardstock here at the side of me. I've also got a piece of textured cardstock from that textured pad that comes in your Showstopper, and I've actually popped it onto our double-sided adhesive sheets, because I mentioned it this morning, I thought, oh, I'll do it, and I'll show you how to do this, because I'm going to do a bit of paper piecing in here, but first things first, we're going to cut through this gorgeous hellebore. I think that's how you say it, Craig.
I think that sounds right.
I think that it sounds about right, doesn't it? It does. It's just such a... It's one of those tongue twisters, isn't it? You either know your flowers or you don't. I know a rose, I know a lily, daisy, sunflowers, all those kind of things. Peony, although I did call it for a long time. Peony.
Peony, that's like me as well, yeah.
For a long, long time. I love cherry blossom. Cherry blossom's one of my favourites, so yeah. So there's something you can say, and then there's something you think, not so sure. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do with my matte black cardstock is I'm creating an outline die. This is what these are. They're outline dies. They're beautiful, great big florals. So I'm just going to get rid of all the little bits that I don't want at the moment. There's always a little release hole. It's usually at the top of one of your petals. So you're going to bring that out and then just get rid of all of these little pieces. So that's the first part done. I think I've got rid of all of those. And what I'm going to do is going to bring in a piece of the textured green cardstock, and I'm going to attach that to my card straight away. I mean, you can see the detail. It's absolutely phenomenal. It really is. By the way, dotted tape pen. Tracy, I had a word with Tracy at dinner time, and she said I can keep it. It's fine.
Aww.
Isn't she lovely?
She's lovely.
Isn't she lovely?
She's a good egg.
I just needed to ask. I owned up. That's the thing with me. I can't tell a fib for love nor money, and I wouldn't try to either. Yeah, literally, she told me I could keep it. So thank you very much, Tracy. Right, so that is now attached to that. However, I want to do a little bit of paper piecing. Now, of course, this is a great die that you could paper piece the whole lot. Old and release sheets you could use. And like I said, you can also use things like double-sided adhesive, backing onto your cardstock, and then run your die through again. And we'll just run that through again. Now, it has got to go through a little bit thicker, so it may be, depending on your machine that you're using, it may be that you need to use your metal shim.
Okay.
I'm going to try it without. In fact, I'm going to take that down a little bit more. I know that power of the Gemini. It is phenomenal. And I'm just going to run that through again because we're going to do a different kind of a paper piecing. I know our hold and release sheets have been out of stock.
I believe
Not sure if they still are, out of stock, but you may have got some. Oh, they are. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you might have got some at home, and if you have, it makes this process a little bit easier because you just mount your cardstock onto your hold and release sheets, peel back the main design, and it's left with all the bits that you can. It's honestly, God, I can't wait for them to come back in, Craig. I tell you, I can't wait for them to come back in. So what I'm just going to do first of all is remove this part. Let me just get rid of my tape because I think, did I tape it down twice or once?
This is when all your other essential tools, such as your double-sided sheets and all that, they come into play for dyes such as these, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Because what I've got, so if I just remove, let me go find my release point, there it is. So if I remove the release, it literally creates, and I've got all my little pieces, but they're double-sided, so they've got sticky backs, so I can just push those out and start to push those pieces in, or just peel it back and literally take that off now. So if I start, and you can peel off the backing, and you've got yourself your double-sided adhesive that then you can just go straight in with and do your paper piecing. So the double-sided sheets are another good alternative for you to be able to create this. And again, all you're doing is you're taking it out and then you're peeling back, and use your pokey tools, but peel back. Or you can, Craig, pop them all onto, and if I just show you in a second, because my sheet at the side of me has got them all there ready, but I'm just going to show you a nice, easy way of being able to achieve without the use of any glue, because you've got your double-sided adhesive sheet, and we can start to peel, peel those back. So you've got all of those, but I've put mine onto a sheet and just follow that design around by filling those in. The only problem that I've done there is that I've mixed them all up a little bit, and I was like, oh, Debbie, what have you done? Because now what I've got to try and do is find them, which is why the old and release sheets, and I did say if you have got them, they make it so much easier, because you pull the outline back and all the bits are left round, they're left there on the sheet, the whole sheet, the carrier sheet. So it means that you then can match them up absolutely perfectly, because I'm looking there, Craig, and thinking,
what one goes where?
What goes where? I'm just going to continue to do a few pieces of these. So.
Yeah, no bother.
Yeah, so I'm just going to peel those back, because there's another little technique I'm going to show you as well.
Okay.
Because once you've done that as well, and that's the reason why I've chosen to pop it into the green, so that I don't have to do any hold and release sheet with the green, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, like I said, a nice quick way of popping all your pieces into there.
And I know we're saying that the hold and release sheets are out of stock. I've just gone on to the Crafters Companion UK page. We do have the Crafters Companion double-sided sheet. I caught that one there. It's the foam pad sheets. That's got 20% off. Hey, you can use these with the foam pad sheets.
Yeah.
You can use them and then maybe do glitters or something over the top.
Yeah.
But the reason I was going to say it's because it's got 20% off. So you could check that out. Might be in stock on the USA page. I'm not sure. I was just looking at the UK one, but yeah, have a look there.
Oh, so the US may have some, Craig.
Maybe, I've not looked. Just maybe, because I know...
It's well worth having a look. And you can also, as well, you can pop in there your details, so that you can, when it comes back into stock, you can get that information. It'll come back through on an email for you. So yeah, absolutely. Now, the only bits that I'm wanting to do are create the floral part of it, not on the little bud. So if I turn it the right way around, Debbie, you've got your little bud up at the top. In fact, that makes more sense now, Debbie, with this bit. Do you know, sometimes I do wonder about myself, Craig. It makes more sense. I had it upside down.
Turn it right.
Because all I'm doing is I'm just filling in the floral part. The leaf part, I don't need to do anything whatsoever to it, because this is when your tweezers as well will come in hand for things like your paper piecing. I've told you before, I am a little bit clumsy with my tweezers, so I do tend to use my poker tool a little bit more than I would do tweezers. However, and a useful craft tool, and as you'll see time and time again with Jan, with Debbie, with Corinne especially as well, she loves her tweezers. Do you use your tweezers?
Very rarely, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, I know Michelle uses them as well, so I tend to use my tweezers with heat embossing techniques, so I don't burn my hands. That's what I tend to use them for. But you can see now how that's starting to build up. And once you've filled it all in, what you're going to do then is take your little snippy scissors, and pretty similar to what I did this morning, instead of giving it like a around the edge, you're going to go and use it as the edge. So you're going to cut around it once you've filled it all in. Like I said, leave your leaves. So you fill that around and cut that out using your little, and this is why your little scissors are really, really useful, because they can get into all those little nooks and crannies. And I know you use these all the time when you're fussy cutting. My favourite ones, go-to, yeah. Yeah, they're your go-to tool, aren't they? But you're just going to continue that all the way around and die cut, well, almost like die cutting, so to speak, until you've received. Oh, wow. This is the top of that it will look like. Once you've done all of that paper piecing, and once you've done the, it looks just stunning, and it looks like I spent an absolute age on it, but I haven't, because all I've done is I've put the flowers in. Those bits are just that lovely green cardstock that's under there. So it's a really nice way of doing that. But I want to create a little bit of a background as well. So I did say I was going full hog. I've got a piece of a white multi-purpose cardstock. And I've cut out myself another one in white. Now, you saw me earlier on do, if you watched the Wake Up Call, in black, where I've kind of folded the faux embossing. What I'm doing is I'm going to create a stencil with this one. So I'm going to hold that down. Now, you can pop your repositional spray onto there, but I'm going to bring in one of... Can't help myself because I love them.
You love them, don't you?
I do love our Duet ink pads. You could use it with any of your inks at all, but I'm going to use it as a little stencil. So you're going to come in and just create yourself a little bit of, not faux bleaching this time, because we're creating it with the ink. Now, I would say, if you're doing this technique, repositional spray will be your best friend, because you can hold it down so that it's not, I can see it's peeling back on me. Back, right. Yeah, but you literally use your, temporary, isn't it? It's the repositional. Yeah, it gives you, and it doesn't leave any residue as well, and it peels back off, but it stops any of this. But this is just me just showing you very quickly how to create a little bit of background. You what, sorry?
Is it the purple lead, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yes, absolutely. It's the purple lead. So I'm going to come in there. Now, you can use your brushes if you're lucky enough to get hold of your brushes. You could use your brushes for this part. You could use your finger daubers if you've got some finger daubers, so you can get into all those nooks and crannies. But when you lift it off, it creates this beautiful soft stencil. And all you're going to do is just move that around and, again, go in. And this is why I would recommend your repositional. Now, I know that we can't... you can't get it from us here in the UK if you're stateside or European side, because we don't ship out, do we, our canisters? The casters and aerosol, aren't they, if I remember rightly? Yeah, they are. So you'll be able to pick them up in your own places, or you may have an alternative for those. But can you see how it's creating this little bit of a soft background all the way around just by using it? And it's very delicate. It's really nice and delicate, and it looks so lovely. It really is effective, isn't it? It's very as if effective. You actually have got a stencil and you've just been inking through, but it's a die cut instead. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a die cut piece that's creating a beautiful stencil effect. So I'm just going to finish this off just to show you that lovely effect. And you know, you could add a darker colour on there. You could add a couple of colours into there as well if you wanted to. But it just creates, I think, a really lovely soft background. And it's well worth for one piece of a die cut and a little bit of ink to come round and actually just do this. I think it looks really, really effective. And again, just an alternative way of being able to use your beautiful, and again, look at this. I could then come back and use this piece at a later date on something else, but look at that gorgeous background, and it gives me this lovely background that matches up with that beautiful Helleborus die. And it looks stunning. Absolutely epic. And it really is a very how long did that take to create that background? Yeah. Literally a few minutes to create a lovely, beautiful background. So what we're going to do, Craig, is we're going to pop all these pieces together. So I've got myself a little bit of a stepper card coming off here. Oops, just Debbie got that there. I've used some of my A3 cardstock. You can do this in more, in two parts, or your A4 cardstock and sandwich them together. It's just to create a little bit of a front stepper, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the black matte cardstock to create a little bit of a frame for my mats and layers, and it also ties in with my black piece that I used for the actual Helleborus die cut. And it just gives it it frames it, it makes it, it ties it all in together.
It does, and that's the thing, it does, it ties it all together. But then even, I know this is just your first demonstration, Debbie, but there's 2 incredible techniques already you've shown. And well, in actual fact, 3, as you said, because if you use that as a stencil, you've then got a coloured die cut outline.
Yes.
So, you know, you've created a die cut, which is paper pieced, you've done the stenciling on the background, you've got that one that you've already cut to use as a stencil, but it's now coloured. So it really is endless.
And I don't know what I've done here, Craig, but I've managed to not cut that down to size. I think I'll get away with it though. In fact, actually, before I do, because it is my wet glue that I've used, I've not spinned it down. I've put my little gems on there, but not cut that down to size. So I'm just going to snip a little bit off because it is glue that I can get. This is the beauty of all-purpose glue. You can get that little bit off and I can snip that down. So I've clearly not done my measurements right on that one. But I'm just going to snip a little. Let me just come in.
And then if you got your Showstopper from the other day, which we featured yesterday with the card blanks and then, of course, the toppers, imagine using these outlines with the card blanks that you got, the shaped card blanks. And then, well, you got your all-purpose, didn't you? You've got 2 of your tubs of your all-purpose in there. So start to look how you can then start to mix your Showstoppers together.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've just trimmed that down a little bit, and I'm going to check my other one before I put that down, just to make sure that I've created just that little bit of a frame. And I do like to about 1/4 of an inch, sometimes a little bit smaller, but I think I'll get away, yeah, we'll get away with that one, that's fine. Just popping that on. And then on this part, I've done exactly the same. So I've created a little bit of a matten layer, and just on a smaller segment, so that that's going to tie in. I'm actually going to turn, though, my little gems the other way, so it kind of, it just balances itself out, which I think looks really nice when you do it that way as well. Again, let's pop down some tape.
You just popped a sentiment on that background. That's all you would need. That would be so effective.
Again, it's just another simple way of being able to create something with these fabulous dies. Let me just make sure, yeah, that's better.
So there you go, Debbie. Sandra Evans, no intention of buying today, but caved in this morning and got the Showstopper. Well done.
Well, do you know what? It's worth it because these really are beautiful. Now, I've got myself, I use these quite a lot. I don't know if you've noticed of late, but these are our, do you know those everyday sentiments that we have with the stamps and the dies? So I'm going to pop my special up at the top. I'm going to put my friend down at the bottom. And again, I've tied it up with a bit of that pink, again, just to bring it all in, because I've used pinks, I've used blacks, and of course I've used the green. So I'm just going to drop that into there, in that centre. And then on the back of this piece that I've already done, I'm going to actually pop a couple of foam pads onto there as well, just to give it that little bit of a lift. And I'll just...
I know obviously those sentiments that were launched a wee while ago, but it's the kind of sentiments, that's the kind of range, Debbie, that I think maybe at the time when those first sentiments came out, you would think, do I need them?
Yeah.
What am I going to get creative with? But it's then when you start to bring in your other collections that you'll have then purchased either previously or afterwards, and that's when they're all going to come together. So don't just think you're using them on their own. I mean, look at that.
Exactly. And there you go. First demo done and dusted, where we have created a little bit of paper piecing, not a full one, a little bit of paper piecing, and then a lovely little inky background using, and don't forget you've got a nice gorgeous piece here now that I could reuse for something else at a future one, but again looks really, really effective, quite striking, especially when you use like some complementing colours to make that pop. Absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just waiting all the comments coming. There's already a few coming in already saying how much they've loved that demonstration, Debbie. You guys are loving the whole Showstopper collection. This one here, the large outline floral Showstopper collection, where you're going to get all of the 8 dies here. So big, substantial floral outline dies, giving you the rose, giving you the peonies, also giving you the lilies. You're then going to also be getting your cosmos. You're then also going to be getting your cherry blossom. You're then going to be getting your hellebores. You're then going to be getting your chinchillas. And then you're also then going to be getting that one there as well. So all of that you're going to be getting, not just that, because it's the Showstopper, which means you're going to also get all of these as well. So these are your tricolour aquas. So I'll speed through this bit because I know we've shown it a few times, and then we'll go in a bit more depth later on. But you're getting the two of these ones here, worth $9.99 each, or $14.99. You're getting your tape runner, you're getting your 4-pack of your tweezers, you're also going to get your 12 sheets of heatproof acetate, and then you're going to get your 24 sheets of linen and pearl cardstock. So when it comes to that value there, it works out, and the price that you're paying today, you're going to get that, what I've just shown you there, for £24 or $41. 60% gone of the Showstopper collection. It's what you're already going for. You've gone for it since first thing this morning. We're only 30 minutes into the actual official launch day show. The price you're going to be paying is £99 or $140, with a platinum price of $79.20 or $112. If you guys stateside, that means then you're also going to get free shipping, which is a win-win in everyone's eyes. So that one there is a brand new launch. But we'll be going back to it very, very shortly. But it just gives you the opportunity to get to the website and get yours checked out, because 60% has gone already. And then what we've started, relatively new to us, is a pick of the day, where we have an item for 24 hours or time limited availability. This one here is no exception, is another epic one. Now, when it comes to the pick of the day, it does end early the next morning, just before the next one launches. And you're always, no, I'm going to say always, so far, you're always going to get double points when it comes to the pick of the day. So today's one, £30, $30, with a platinum price of £24 or $24. You're then going to be getting your Kirsten. This is one of your totally Tiffany bags. I mean, look at the size of that one there. You will already know the quality and the versatility of anything from Totally Tiffany, or easy to organise. But in this one here, you've got your hook and loop right at the front, so strong that you are then whatever you're going to hold in there, store in there, is going to be nice, it's going to be secure. If you are moving it, then you know the lid's not going to come away. Stitching all the way around, top quality stitching. You do have the handle at the side, so you can easily just pull that out of place, or if you are storing it on its side in one of the big buddy bags, you can then just pick that one out like so. You do have an inside really strong sturdy compartment too, so it all holds together. If you want to use them separate, you can do, but that's in there. You're also going to get your 12 by 12 garden gnome paper pad, 36 sheets, the most beautiful fresh spring summer designs within this pad here. Gives you a little indication as to what to expect. However, if you go right to the back, what you will then find is a number of pages with all of these pre-scenes already done for you that you're just going to chop into 4, and then you can then do all of your scene building with any of your character stamper dies that you've got, or maybe just for a background. But we're not finished there, because what you're also going to get is a 3-pack of your easy to store magnetic sheets. Now, if you do have a previous range of the storage folders that we've done, it's going to fit into there, or you can just come along and punch your own holes to pop into your own divider, or place on the wall like some of you do, where you then just pop your dies on top, or maybe you're just going to have it at the side. But you've got the 3 sheets within this one here. It's not one that you're going to be using within your Gemini. They're too thick for that, so it's not your magnetic shim for your Gemini. It's for storing any of your dies. And actually, the back end, you could put some of your rubber stamps on the back as well. And then last but by no means least, still can't believe you're getting the large scissors within these ones here. You're going to get your large Crafter's Companion scissors. These are the ones that have got the measurements on the side as well. You know they're so strong. They are durable. Always being used throughout the household, not just the craft room. Many people will use them in the kitchen as well. Can be using them for sewing, or out in the he shed or the she shed. It's entirely up to you, but you've got this pair here. With the measurement, it's perfect if you are doing your box making. I know we tend to cut down to the score line, but then if you do have a specific measurement, you can just match that up to the scissors. So all of that is what you're going to be getting for £30 or $30. Yeah, I've got that saving until of £28.96 or $42.96. The platinum price comes down to £24 or $24 with your double points, and it will end tomorrow morning or while stocks last. So keep that one in mind. I noticed few of you have already been saying that you've gone gone for the pick of the day earlier on. We've got 60% of the Showstopper has gone. We're going to go straight back to Debbie just in a second. But Sandra, that's lucky Sandra. Sandra Dundas, Debbie is saying, I found a pack of the hold and release sheets amongst my foam pads this morning. Yeah, check your foam pad stash. Might be a pack in there. Brenda's saying, I love the stencil effect. Sandra Everett is saying, afternoon all, a little bit late rejoining the party, but better late than never. Too busy unpacking my latest CC delivery. Let us know, what did you get? Let Rachel know, let me know, let us all know. Teresa's in saying beautiful background. We've got Jenny is saying beautiful card, Debbie. We've got, what was that? Laurel on Facebook saying, I was on a CC diet. I am moving, but fell off the wagon and ordered the new large outline floral dies. My die lasted 1 day. Gotta get them. You gotta get them. Beth Valone on YouTube, the demo always gets me. Yeah, I'm the same. It doesn't matter who I watch on the team, I'm like, I need that, I need it. And then Sandra said, okay, Craig, I've got it. Yeah, because I can't say the name of the flower die that I've been calling chinchilla. You now understand why I've been calling chinchilla, the way that it looks, the way that it's written out. So yeah, it's obviously not chinchilla, but I just can't say it, that and the other one. Right, that being said, I know I did go through all that quickly, but I want to go straight back to you, Debbie, to see what you're going to do next.
Right, so I'm going to use the Cosmo, or the how do you say that word anyway? Is it Cosmos? Cosmo.
That I can say.
I'm thinking of the eating establishment where you can eat kind of buffet that they do at our neck of the woods called Cosmo.
Oh.
That's how I look at it when I see
Never heard of that.
But a lovely, another gorgeous, intricate, delicate, large outline flower, and I know you're going to love this. So I'm going to cut one out into some of our lovely. This is the matte mirror. I've gone with the matte mirror this time, and I'm just going to trim that down just a tad, and I'm going to do this technique. We're going to do a little bit of colouring, but this time with our, because I heard a question earlier, with our acetate and also our alcohol mediums. So you saw me earlier use the aquas, which if you've gone for the Showstopper, you can repeat that with the tricolour aquas. Okay. Is it tricolour aquas that we've got in there?
Yeah, it's the brush ones, yeah?
Yes, yes. So you can repeat that one in there as well. And you can always go back and watch that. I'm just using this simply as an outline because I'm going to use the wells, shall we call it a well? To create the area for me to, and again, you'll see your release all, it's always on one of those petals and it just gently releases your delicate die with precision and with ease. So they're very, very simple to do. Now, I wanted to create a little bit of an acetate effect. So I've cut myself a little frame and I'm just going to attach those two together because that is some acetate. And then I've got a little frame that covers up my little acetate gubbins, or the glue, shall we call it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that into the centre. And I'm going to have it on a little bit of an angle. So first things first, I'm going to attach. Now, I love acetate, but oh my God, it's a nightmare when you're trying to look at it, find it, see it, because it's so invisible. It's one of those products that you can lose, quite literally. But I am just going to attach some glue onto the back. And let me just move that acetate out of the way before I end up getting really sticky, because this is very, very strong adhesive that we have. It's like literally sticking to my fingers and everywhere else. So I'm going to attach that on. Oh God, Debbie, do you know I might be better off putting some black cardstock down? I'm going to have to do it by eye. You're going to have to excuse me.
No, go for it.
Because I need to be able to see the acetate to get this frame into place. There we go. I think I'm done. Get off. Look, this is the power of that glue. Mm-hmm. We talk about sometimes that we say we do it for speed. We forget just how strong it is. It's incredibly strong. Now, for this bit, I'm just going to put a bit of white cardstock underneath so that you can see this area that I'm going to choose. So I'm going to attach that onto my piece like so. So again, a little bit of dotted tape pen. Always bring it towards you, not away, because if you go it away, you can end up damaging your. Let's remember, these are very, I say very delicate, but they're very intricate and delicate designs that you can cut out in multiples as well, and you can create some nice thick pieces. But if you've noticed, I'm just turning it around, but I'm literally just giving it light little flakes all the way around there. So again, I'm going to come in. If fact, I might have a little bit of an overhang with that one. Let's
You can't beat a bit of gold satin.
You what, sorry?
You can't beat a bit of gold satin.
You can't, no, not at all.
Satin's my favourite.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to just pop that onto there. And then we're going to take it and do a little bit of colouring with it as well. So with your colouring, I have got some illustrators and a Classic actually. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. But you're going to use this now as an area to colour with. So we're going to start off. I've got a little bit of a goldy, well, it's the dandelion one, and just colour in. That simple.
That simple.
Honest to God, that is easy peasy. We don't have to worry too much. I've gone with a begonia. Lovely bright pink. Now this is the thing, you can either go at the front or the back. Now if you go in on the back, so if I just turn that over for a second and I'll show you what I mean by that, you can use that as an area so you know. So do you know that you wouldn't go over the top of the parts, as in the gold bit, and it makes it nice and neat so that you're not going over. However, I'm going to do it this way because I am going to add another piece onto the top.
That little bit of, I don't want to say comfort, Debbie, but because you've just got those little bit of that bulky line just to hold you in and guide you, isn't it?
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Yeah. And if you do it this way and you're not happy with the fact that you've cut, because you will catch over the top, which is why I double it up. Or if you don't want to, because it's acetate, you can get away with it either side. Because can you tell which side I did on the front and which I did on the back?
No.
Nope. So it's like a personal choice. And you can always go back in and add more. Now I do love doing this technique. It's that lovely stained glass window effect. You can do it with your classics, you can do it with your illustrators, your tri-blends. Tri-blends, of course, you can add some extra dimension into there as well, even though it's on acetate. You can add that extra colour into there. But I think it just gives it this, I know it's such a bright colour into it, it's beautiful.
Beautiful colour.
Yeah,
Gorgeous colour.
Looks lovely. So again, I'm just going to come in, and that's my first floral done. And then move on to the second one. And again, it doesn't matter if you do it at the front and the back, there's no right or wrong way with this at all. You just choose a method that works for you, the one that you like to achieve. But again, I'm going to add another one over the top, so it doesn't make any difference for me if I catch it. I'm not worrying too much. I want to slap down the colour as quick as I can because they're beautiful. But do you know when you want to make your cards and you don't want to spend masses of effort, it's like the minimum effort but maximum impact. These are definitely those. Again, I love that saying that she says. So I love Lillian. I blame her. She says it all the time.
We all learn. Well, do you know, Johnny's just said, well, I've just gone and verbally said what Johnny's just said because it's in my head too. We all learn off of Leanne.
Don't we just?
All
yeah.
of us.
I love her sayings as well. Yeah. And I love the minimum effort, maximum impact. I just love that one. I think that's absolutely a fabulous saying.
She is back on Tuesday, by the way, for those that are missing her.
She is indeed. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I mean, how long did that take?
Not long at all.
And I could carry on. I could put my greens in there. In fact, let's put a green or two in there. Let me grab a green. So when it comes with a jade green.
To things like that, Debbie, is that the key as well? Just to get it down quick, get the colour down quick.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you don't have to spend lots of time colouring. You're just using this as a little piece to literally create that lovely stained glass window effect, and you don't have to worry too much. Oops, I think I might have got that might not have been a leaf, that might have been a white bit. We'll get away with it.
No one will
you don't
know.
really notice there, do you? Nobody will know. Who will notice that? Not me. And again, just get that colour in. It doesn't need a lot of attention to detail for that one. You can. If you want to go in and add a little bit more, you absolutely can. You can also colour your bits in if you wanted to do as well.
Yeah, you
those
could
bits,
do.
yes.
The flower bits.
The flower bits, thank you. The die itself, the outline die itself, you could colour those in if you wanted to. That's what I meant.
And although you're saying, you know, that's nice and quick and simple and it's so effective, I suppose that style as well, the end result is more of that colour translucity that we're going to get because it's acetate.
Yes.
So it's going to be even more effective.
Yeah, you're not going to get the same way, you're not going to get the same lay down of colour that you would on some cardstock.
No.
So if you're thinking that you will, you won't. It gives you that lovely stained glass look, but you know, you don't. if you're thinking you're going to get that really smooth, seamless blend, you're not going to get that because it's an acetate. But it's worth doing it, and I think it looks really quite effective. I think someone loves this pen because it seems to be drying out a little bit. And I do know that our pens in here get a lot of use. Now, again, very, very quick, very, very easy to do. Lay down that colour, and then you can go back in to cover up your mistake. I say mistakes, your extra bits. Cover it over the top, and it covers all that area up. So again, it looks really, really effective. Now, the one that I've done, I just popped in a different way because I let it dry as well, but you can literally now create that and just pop that on. But I'm actually liking this one, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to change that up. So let's come in and
Isn't it amazing how the gold is so, the white would look good, black would look good, but that satin gold with the colour, Debbie.
Yeah, it looks really, really effective no matter what colour you pop in there. Now I'm laying that directly over the top so that I've now covered up any of those bits that have gone, they've gone over, and you would only notice it in your the detail if you get that close up. Now I've got myself a card base. I've already cut some. Now then, what paper did I use in this? Oh, let's see if I've got. Do you know, I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. It's Once Upon a Time, isn't it? Yes. It's the Once Upon a Time. Yes, it is. I think this is my problem. I have lots of beautiful paper pads and can never remember the name of any of them. It's terrible, isn't it? I know you're very good at it, Craig. And I'm just thinking, if I have the busy pattern, it might distract from my flowers. So I think I'm going to turn it over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go on. I'm going to cover up the busy pattern. So let's come in and lay down these layers.
Can I just say as well, what you can't see behind the scenes, Debbie, the guys are hunting for a fan for me. You've got one your side.
It's very warm.
And they're hunting one.
Yeah,
so
it might not be sun shining like a million degrees outside, but inside the studio it's incredibly warm.
Thank you to that. I appreciate it. Don't worry if you can't find one, but thank you, guys.
they're so sweet. They really are. I've just used some nesting dies to cut that out as well, so it creates that lovely square frame. It's basically just the shape of the card, but the main focus of this will be that beautiful floral in that centre, and that was just created to create the aperture part of my card. Now again, I'm just going to make sure, because when I do it, I need to start marking down which side I've done it on.
I'm so bad at doing that,
I know,
Debbie.
it's terrible, Craig. I'm quite bad for it, and I normally write either a top and a bottom so that I know when I come to it. Yeah, then I know where I am. But I'm not going to worry too much because at the end of the day, I think it gives it that little bit of a frame in as well. So I'm going to lift that off. Now you could pop some foam at the back of there. You can keep it flat. I could turn this into a shaker card with a little bit more acetate in the background. And again, if you wanted to cover up there, you can absolutely pop another piece and layer over the top. However, because it's the reverse, you probably would just use a bit of white or something rather than the gold. You're not going to get the same way in the gold cardstock there, because it's obviously going in the opposite direction to the original place. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm going to keep it flat. I think I'm going to keep it flat for this one. Why have I ended up with two pieces?
Two-thirds of the stock's gone of the Showstopper.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why you did it,
Two-thirds of the stock is gone. That is not just the dies, that is the Showstopper collection. £99, $140. If you want that free shipping, get in there quick for you guys stateside. Platinum price, £79.20 or $112. You guys, Central Europe, you just need to go to your website, but it's all there. Third of the stock is gone. Sorry, Debbie, but when Johnny said that, I thought I need to let you know.
No, it's fine. Don't you worry, because we had a feeling from the response that we received this morning on Wake Up Call, we knew it was going to be a busy one. I'm going to keep it flat. Again, like I said, you can absolutely lift that up if you want to lift it up, but it's just adding a little bit of dimension, and I quite like that now. I think it kind of frames it all with the white, the green and the white again. Looks really good. I've got myself a little thank you for being a true friend sentiment. That's I need to do another foam pad, just bear with me, Craig, because I only put one on for some strange reason. Don't know why I did that. And I'm just going to attach that into the bottom corner. And then lastly, well, you know me and my butterflies.
Your wee butterflies.
My wee butterflies. going to have me timeless butterflies that I absolutely adore. You might see them make an appearance on more than one occasion this afternoon during my prep, because I did say I use these not just with the timeless collection, those dies or butterflies right up my street, and I'm just going to add a couple more into there.
Do they sit on your craft desk as well all the time?
Yeah, I have my sentiment ones that sit on there, my butterfly ones that sit in there, my nesting dies always sit in there as well, because you just can't beat them, can you, Craig? You cannot beat them.
Definitely not. And it's the versatility. It's the different sizes that you've got, Debbie, from the Diddy ones to, you know, they're not large, but in comparison to the Diddy ones, they're larger, wide variety.
Exactly. Now I'm just looking for some gold gems, because I feel like a gold would be better for this, so I'm going to go into my little stash
John's
of
sorting
gems.
me out at the side.
Has he sorted you? Has he got you one?
It's kind of funny actually as well, because QVC just had a fan TSV yesterday that I bought, and it's a rechargeable one. It goes anywhere.
Have you been buying again?
I bought that, John. I bought that. Yeah.
Have you been buying again,
I've
Craig?
been buying again. Yeah.
What are you like?
So it could stand there, it could stand there.
Oh, so he's going to come with you in the building?
Well, if it's going to be like this all summer, yeah.
Well, yeah, because we can tell summer's starting to approach now, can't we? We can feel it. It's been lovely the last few days. It's been really, really lovely. And it just lifts your mood, doesn't it?
It does.
I think having that sunshine just lifts the mood, makes you feel good.
It does. I think we all need that just now, don't we?
Oh yeah, definitely. So I just added some gold gems on there because I think the gold make that better. I had got some lovely ones, but again, using that stained glass window effect, I popped a little frame on the inside as well to keep that nice and tidy, and just added a few of my extra little bits. Whether you keep them upright or take them on the Katie corner, whichever way you like. They're absolutely fabulous, but that's another little technique using the stained glass window effect with our alcohol mediums.
Flippin' love that one, Debbie. Absolutely love that one. What a great effect. You guys are loving it as well. So many of you saying, well, that's quite amazing. We've got, where were we at that last one there? Sweet Imp on YouTube is saying, so this was going from the chinchilla. Sweet Imp on YouTube thought I was saying it as a joke, but you realise that I genuinely can't say it. It's just, oh, you absolutely get that. You wee legend, you. You could just stand there and fan me if you want. It's back and forwards, back and forwards. I could have John on one side, Charlotte on the other side, and then that'll be me, all cooled down, all cooled down. We've then got, Sandra is saying, Craig, try, so phonetically, that one that I can't say. I just want, do you remember Ekin Sue from Love Island the other year?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Echinacea. John chuckling away. He walked away. See, now I just say Ekin Sue. We've got Sandra Evans who said, Craig, I got the ornate nesting die Showstopper and some other bits now playing while watching. Excellent. Stephen Nicole is on saying, afternoon everyone, received my Yodel delivery that I am also receiving one later on. Brilliant. Let us know. What did you get? 2. Love that. Sandra Dundas is saying, if you colour on the back of the acetate, then stick a second die cut around the colour, you will get a two-sided window. Yes. Of course you're good. Check you out. Creative flow is flowing today. Tracy Lewis is saying, love the technique of colouring onto acetate. I need to try it. Please do. If you do try it, post it on your social. Tag Debbie, tag me if you like, and Crafters TV. We'll love to see. Pamela's in saying, awesome technique. Stephanie Theodos is saying, good morning everyone. Got my Showstopper order in before launch day after taking a peek in Wake Up Call. That's what Wake Up Call is all about. And our Rachel is saying, you'll get there eventually. You worked out chinoiserie in the end. Only took a couple of months to used to have it written phonetically on our screen. Right here, what we're going to do is when we come back, we'll go back straight to Debbie after a quick recap of our launch day. But it's going to give you the opportunity, because lots of you have got all of this in your basket. So we'll be back in a minute.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly how
she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Were we live, Jamie?
Oh no! It's only because I was drinking a bit of pop and a bit. I do apologise if you heard a little bit of windy pops going on. I was drinking a bit of fizzy pop. Oh God! Oh my God! It's a windy pop, fizzy pop. You might not have heard it. If you did hear it, apologies. It was a little bit of wind that came from drinking fizzy pop. And if you didn't hear it, I didn't need to say anything, did I really? But we just cracked up because it was just as he'd said, Mike's live.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no!
And then said, oh, they're already live. And then done the fastest 5-second countdown you've probably ever heard. Saying that, he's doing an awesome job, our Jamie is. He really, really is. Kat Butt's in watching. She is it now. Kat, You absolutely can. I'm going to read out what you are saying. And Debbie, Kat is saying, I love this. Not sure I could do it, Debbie. Just learning. Thanks for all your great demos.
You honestly, absolutely could do, Kat. It's a really lovely technique, very easy to do and achieve, whether you've got any of your alcohol medium, so you'd absolutely be fine. Give it a go, try it on a bit of scrap acetate first before you start making it into a card. I just use nesting dice to create those apertures, but you could just do a simple cut with a craft knife and a ruler and then add that to the foreground. It could be on the box lid. Give it a go, try it on a bit of scrap. If you've gone for the Showstopper, try it on the acetate in there and try that technique, and I promise you it's a lot easier than it looks. And there's not a massive, it's like I said, it's that minimum effort but that maximum impact every single time when it comes to doing that kind of stained glass technique. So yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Yes, you absolutely can, Kat. Please give it a shot. Right, we're going to go back to Debbie just in a moment. We're just now going into our second hour of launch day, so we'll have a little bit of a recap when it comes to that outline. 70% of the Showstopper collection has gone. I'm not surprised because of the extra value that you're getting from the additional items, but we are only an hour into the first official launch day show. We gave you a recap with 2 incredible demos with Debbie within Wake Up Call, which I would urge you to go back and watch on our YouTube channel afterwards, or in between now, Cartload, because we've still got Cartload to come, but 70% of the Showstopper collection is gone. So we're going to quickly go through the florals and what you're getting, and we'll go straight back to Debbie, I promise. You are going to be getting the roses, you are going to be getting the peonies, which is actually my favourite flower. We've then got the lily, we've then got the cosmos, we've then also got the cherry blossom, we've then also got the hellebores, we've then also got the ekinsue, and then we've also got our 8th one as well. All of those are what you are going to get. If you want just the dies that are there on the website, but 70% Showstopper gone, it goes to show that predominantly most of you are going for the Showstopper. And that's because what I'm going to show you now, it works out that you're going to be paying £24 or $41 for all of this when it comes to that today's price bundle. So you're going to get 2 packs of your tricolour aqua markers. Now these are worth $9.99 or $14.99 on their own. So already you can see from what the value would be with everything I'm showing you, 20 quid UK, that's what you're going to get 2 of them. You're then going to get your 18 colours in total. Water-based, go back and watch the demonstration from Debbie earlier on Wake Up Call. Your tape runner, so that's your strong tape runner. You've seen how strong it is in this show, the way that it was sticking to Debbie's finger. Great for construction, but then if you are just doing your mats and layers. Your 4-pack of your tweezers, so you've got your 4 precision tweezers there, all with the different heads. One of them is that reverse effect. You've then got your 12 sheets of your heat-proof acetate. So yes, it'll be good to use on the foil press if you choose to use them. As me and Debbie said in Wake Up Call, if you use these on your foil press, round about 6 seconds, no more than 10 seconds is all that they need. Foil onto them, or Kat, as Debbie was saying, you can use this to do what she done when it comes to the colouring. And then my favourite pad of all time when it comes to the colours that we do, and that is the pastel. 12 by 12, 250 GSM, 24 sheets, 4 colours, and then when it comes to each colour, you've got a few sheets that are your linen cardstock and a few that is that pearlescent cardstock as well. So essentially, you would be paying, the way that it comes in the value, you would be paying £24 or $41 for just that. But as that Showstopper collection, it is coming to £99 or $140. It is giving you the ability to get your free shipping stateside. Of course, you'll get it in the UK anyway. Platinum price, £79.20 or $112. It's there across on Shop the Day on the website, .co.uk.com.au. You can go into Shop the Day. If you are there, I would urge you, while you're watching Debbie, have a little look at the Cartload section, because we've got an epic one coming up later on. We'll talk about that later on. We'll go straight back to Debbie for another demonstration.
And I'm going to use the roses this time. And I'm going to use some shimmer ink pads. We're going to do a bit of heat embossing. I'm going to show you another little way that you can do to kind of create a little bit of a mass technique as well. So you're going to... There's loads of things that you're going to be able to do with these. Really excited to see what Michelle, because we have got a craft-along coming up with this in June, which Michelle will be doing. So we've got loads of things lined up for you using them. Just make sure you get hold of this incredible deal of dies whilst you can, especially that incredible Showstopper. It's absolutely fabulous. Roses, black cardstock, and I'm just going to pop that in and run it through my die cutting machine. But what I'm going to do is pop it back into it, and it'll give me a little bit of a stencil. So I'm just going to explain how I do it first. So we are going to run that through our die cutting machine. Mentioned this earlier on. I don't know if I mentioned it in this show, but these are large dies, so they will fit through anything from a midi, junior upwards. Anything smaller than that, no, because they're all on average around about 3.5 inches, some a little bit bigger,
it's about that, isn't it?
to about 5 inches, just under 5 inches. So there's quite a nice sized die with these. Now, what I am going to do is take out this piece. I'm just going to get rid of all the middle pieces that I don't need, because what I'm just going to do, find the release spot again. You'll find it on one of the petals. You'll always see it, because depending on your dark cardstock, you will always find a release hole. That goes for all of our dies. They all have those release holes in there. But what I want to do is going to create a bit similar to what I did first time round with the stencil. Do you know that first demo?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to pop it back into this. So I'm not going to get rid of this. So I'm just going to get rid of all the bits, because I want it to act as a stencil for my my shimmer ink pads to go through.
Oh,
and then we're going to do the bit of heat embossing technique with that as well. So I want to pop it back into there, but then I want it to stick down. So I'm going to hold it down with a bit of low tack tape. So I'm just going to create, on some of the petals, I'm going to create a little bit of a stick. I say sticky back down, and it's the petals that I'm going to, using some low tack tape so it holds it into place. You can, of course, go on the inside and do that on that other side as well. But what you want to do or not do is block it off completely. Do you know what, though? You could use your masking tape.
Could you?
Do you know your masket? Yeah, you could use that and use that to hold that down. I'm just using, well, low tack tape. You know how fabulous low tack tape is. But what I'm not doing is I'm not going over the design, because if you go over the design, it's going to start. But what it's doing is it's holding it into place for me for the next piece. So I'm going to pop a bit of white card underneath, because what I want to do is create a little bit of a backdrop. Now I'm just going to make sure I've got that nice and straight, and I am going to attach it, which is why I've cut it a little bit shorter. And I'm going to anchor that down onto there, because I want to make sure that I've got that in a central place. Now, of course, you could, if you wanted, use, we talked about the spray earlier, you could use the spray to hold that back into place. However, I've got myself a couple of little finger daubers. I've gone with Queen Bee and Lime Soda. These are shimmer ink pads, so it's that pearlescent shimmer in an ink pad form, a bit like Centura Pearl in the form of an ink pad. We always say that, but it's true. But it doesn't dry instantly. So it means you can add things like your clear embossing powder, which is what I'm going to do. Now, I've got my pieces ready, and I'm going to now... Oh, Debbie, I knew that'd move. I love low tack tape, but do you know, it is low tack, unless it goes through the Gemini machine.
Through the Gemini,
exactly. So it is low tack, but it will move if you're not careful. So, in fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm also going to pop a little bit over the top. Oh my days, did you hear what Johnny just said?
I did indeed. Yeah. Over 70% of that Showstopper collection has gone. That's not just the dies, that's the Showstopper collection. But everything that I was showing you, just over 70% of the stock has gone, and we are 8 minutes into the second live show of launch day.
Wow, 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 wow. Now, gorgeous colours. I'm going to use the Queen Bee. I love Queen Bee. I'm going to use the Queen Bee into the rose section, and then I'm going to use the lime soda into the leaf section. So I've got my little finger daubers ready. Oops, don't be dropping it, Debbie. And I'm just going to come in now, and I'm going to just literally use this as a stencil. And because it doesn't dry instantly, Craig, it gives you wet ink to attach your clear embossing powder over. So it gives you time. I always put a lot down. I'm saying a lot down. To be fair, they're probably one of the most juiciest ink pads that we do. You'll know what I mean by that, Craig. They are incredibly juicy. And so you've got time to be able to get that clear embossing powder down over the top once I've removed it away. So what I'm just going to do is just make sure I've got quite a nice bit on there for my embossing powder to stick to. And then I'm going to come in with the green one and go over those leaves as well. Two gorgeous colours.
They really are beautiful
effective
colours, aren't they?
Yeah.
Complement each other well. Even although they've got that shimmer to them, they still complement each other.
Oh, absolutely, beautifully. You can use this with any colours because, as we all know, roses, completely different colours.
You get yellow, don't you?
You can get rainbow ones.
Yeah.
You've seen the rainbow ones?
Is that like at Valentine's Day and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's some gorgeous, gorgeous colour roses. Do you know when I was chopping my trees down that I was telling you about yesterday? I hadn't realised I'd chopped down a rose bush, I was gutted.
You never, did you?
Oh, I realised when because I was so upset because I've had my rose bush is in my garden for a long time, so I was a little tad upset that I did that. So I'm just going to cover those back up just for a second because I don't want any of the embossing powder to get stuck into those, otherwise Tracy will have me guts for garters. Peel that back, and now I've got this gorgeous stencil.
Look at that.
And I'm just going to pop a piece of cardstock underneath. I'm going to sprinkle over the top while it's still wet, clear embossing powder, because I want it to cover all up, and then I'm going to pop that back in too and knock that off. Now again, you can, you know, like you do normally with your heat embossing techniques, you can absolutely put the anti-static bag over there to stop any sticky bits, but I'm not going to worry too much. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to worry too much about this.
I always forget, Debbie.
You always forget what,
I always
Craig?
forget to run over with an anti-static
Yeah,
bag.
I do. I'll be totally honest, so do I.
Yeah.
I'm shocking for it. But yeah, it's always afterwards when I look at it thinking, oh my God, I forgot to put that down when I see it. Now we're going to heat set that as well. So we're just going to let the heat go on, and it literally turns, as you can see, it starts to give you that lovely enamelled effect. It's really quite effective. You can do this with your Midas ink pads as well, or your opaque pigment ink pads, as well as the shimmer. Even without, I could have just used that piece and then, I mean, look how gorgeous that looks. And that's not using the outline dye at all, but it's really, really, it just looks stunning, it really does. And again, just another way, I'm trying to show as many different techniques as I can in this 2 hours of how you can use these dyes so that you can get all that versatility out of that fabulous set of dyes and know that, I mean, they are that. I always say you've got to look at a set of dyes and you've got to think, does it do more than one thing for me? And if it does, it goes in my basket, because I love that it can do all those different things. And again, it looks absolutely stunning. It literally comes to life, and I think I've caught everywhere using, and even though I've got a fan on me, I've still been able to get that down and a heat set. And then I'm just going to hold it there so you can see that lovely, not only that beautiful shimmer, but that lovely enamelled look that you get with it. And that on its own looks beautiful. However, we can make it pop because we did have a black piece earlier, and we can go back in and we can attach, and it's just going to literally, honestly, it's just another lovely way that you can do it. I'm just going to get rid of all the powder that's blown everywhere. But again, just showing you lots of different ways that you are going to use these dyes. Genuinely, fell in love with them when I saw them, fell in love with them, and just tried to get my head into, you know, the thinking stage of what, you know, how many ways can I use these? What kind of different things can I show you guys what you're going to be able to do with them? And just before I actually get that down, I am actually going to leave a little bit of a white to create almost like a bit of a, again, a little bit of a, what do we call it again? Shadow drop.
Shadow, yeah.
That's the one, yeah, shadow drop. Now you can see just how beautiful that looks, and when you add that back in, I mean, the effect looks absolutely insanely good. But I'm going to attach that again, frame it. Let's do a little bit of framing. So
this is perfect timing because Caroline, she commented first saying, just back from picking my friend up at the airport, I got the Showstopper and wake-up call, selling so fast I was afraid it was going to sell out. Well, we're over 70% gone. And then she's come back straight away with a question saying, I'm so excited, I was just typing a question asking if there is a way that you could make these into stencils. Did you read my mind, Debbie?
Yes, because literally, if you did, you'll have missed that first demo where I showed you how to stencil a background with it. This way is just and then keep that. Don't throw that away, because you could reuse that again as well. Or you can take that out and you can reuse that. So you've got that lovely, if I just put my hand under there, you've got a lovely coloured piece as well. But use it for a stencil. And then what I'm just going to do, Craig, is I'm going to come back in now with my card base, a bit more black and white. But before I do, I've already done a little bit of die cutting, because I want to create a little bit, again, of a background piece. Now, thinking about this, I don't want to waste too much, because I only want it to go around the frame.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to, again, dotty tape pen will always come in handy for this, but you can use things like your tacky glue as well. And I'm going to cover it all, because what I want to do is come round and create this, but I'm going to do it from one piece. So I'm going to take that bit off, attach that from the back.
It's effective to see, because I know many of you know, as Debbie pointed out earlier on, I love doing backgrounds with like my black outline stamps.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show how effective it is with your dies that are your outlines.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to achieve. So I'm going to just make the most of this one piece. Rather than cutting loads and sticking them all over, I've got all of this that I want to play, because, like I said, I'm going to be covering that bit up, so I don't need to use the whole of that. But again, just looks really, really effective, and I've often done this technique because I like doing this, and the same with your stamps as well. So I'm going to go into that second one. Look how gorgeous that is when it's coloured in green. Isn't it lovely?
Nice.
Really, really effective. But again, just going to do that with the second piece, because I might be able to get away with just the two pieces. I have cut myself 3 just to be on the safe side.
You always know when a demo or a technique is that epic when you all start to comment, and even before Debbie's finished our demonstration, saying how much you're loving the demonstration and technique. So much love already, Debbie, and you're not even finished.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. But do you know what? It's these sort of things that get your creative mind thinking. And we had that lovely comment about, you know, just starting out and not being able to achieve it, but you can.
Of course
you
could.
really can. You can achieve these looks just the same. I'm glad I cut my third piece out. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto that bit. Not going to waste the rest, because I'll keep that one for another project. But again, I don't want to waste too much, because it's going to be going onto some black cardstock. And again, now I've created a very striking background, and doesn't it look absolutely? It just looks. It looks fabulous, and it's that minimal effort, maximum impact. I'm going to keep saying it all afternoon, because it absolutely, genuinely is exactly that. So I'm going to pop that onto my black cardstock. It frames it and also just brings it all together really, really well. I've got my card, and I've gone for a tent fold again. I've been right into my tent folds of late, and I'm just going to come in now with a little bit of all-purpose glue all over there, and pop that down onto the background. Let's just shuffle that into place. There we are. And then I'm going to come in now and add my little piece. So again, I'm going to add some foam pads just to give it that little bit of a lift. So I'll pop a couple just onto there. There we go. I'll pop one in the middle as well.
I like the idea where you, of course, I know you use the shimmer ink pads as well, but then you're going to get that slight different effect if you use the reactive.
Yep.
You know, or if you want to start playing with your duet ones.
Different colours as well, so they're all going to look really equally just as nice as, you know, whichever way. But you can start to see how that now frames just absolutely beautifully. I'm going to add one of my sentiments that I've used just onto the top, like so. And then I'm just going to finish it off with, and I do love my, and I know you do, Craig, our dewdrops.
Oh, the dewdrops. The
dewdrops, can't beat a dewdrop. You cannot beat a dewdrop. But I'm just randomly just going to pop those on to add that little bit of interest. Is that the word? And I'm not being specific in where I'm popping them, I'm just randomly dropping them onto there. Doesn't matter, it just gives it that added little bit extra texture to your card making. And there you go. You're creating a beautiful shimmering. If I just give that, you can see that lovely enamelled look with a background using those gorgeous dyes. And I said gorgeous dyes, one of the gorgeous dyes. You could do that with any of them. Could you imagine doing all of those with all 8 designs and offering them up on your cards to sell, you know, your crafty, honestly, you're going to love these. I've shown you now 3 different ways that you can use them, from a stained glass, stenciling, heat embossing, and I'm going to get ready for another one for you.
And you've only touched the surface as well,
Absolutely,
haven't you? The amount of things that you can do for them. Any reason that you think now as to why 70%, over 70% of the collection has gone? That is the Showstopper collection. You need to be quick. Please do be quick if you are thinking about it. I know, you know, it's still a considered purchase, but look at the craftability already within the 2 demos and wake up call, 3 so far within launch. So many options, £99 or $140. But if you are platinum, it comes down to $79.20 or $112 with your free shipping on top of that one as well, which is a win-win. But what I would like to ask you to do is head across onto our website, because we've got our Crafters' Choice Awards going on at the moment. It's going to end after tomorrow, but we are still in the midst of today. And today's question is, what craft room essential could you not live without? And the choices when it comes to the best embossing folder or stamps. And the 5 options that you've got to choose from is 3D embossing folders, cut and emboss folders, cute character stamps, sentiment stamps, or the layering stamps. Head across to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. That is where you're going to find the awards there. Click on it. When you go inside, just pop your email address and those 5 options come in. Submit your favourite, and then when it comes to a cart load later on, myself and Debbie will announce the winner. Yesterday it was the Create a Card Die range, so I popped one from our Christmas earlier on, and then the day before it was our tape runner. So that is the 2 that we've had so far. So what one is going to be today? Get your votes in across there. Now, you can't not use these dies and not have cardstock or Centura Pearl. We've got a bundle for you. Centura Pearl 80 sheets collection. So that is 80 sheets. You're going to get 10 sheets of each colour that I'm showing you. £24 or $40. If you are platinum, that comes down to £19.20 or $32. I know many of you have already seen this on the website and popped it into your basket when you've bought the Showstopper previously today. If you've not, and you're still thinking about the Showstopper, if you do decide to go for it, I would consider putting this bundle in. It is A4 in size, 310 GSM, that beautiful Centura Pearl, 10 sheets of each. You've then got the deep purple. You've also got the lilac. You've got one of my favourites, the mint. You're also going to get the turquoise. And then you're also going to be getting your Christmas green, but of course, you could use it any time of the year. Same with Christmas red, any time of the year. You're then going to get the baby blue in there as well. And then you're also going to get the dark chocolate. So all of these, you are going to be getting all of these colours, 10 sheets of each, Centura Pearl, 310 GSM, £24 or $40. You are saving over 20% on essentials, absolute essentials when it comes to your cardstock stash, certainly when it comes to us at Crafters Companion, because it's what we are well known for, is the Centura Pearl. Although I believe, and in my opinion, we're getting very well known for our linen cardstock too. They work very well together. But if you do want to go for that one, platinum price of £19.20 or $32 for you guys stateside, you are going to find it in Shop the Day. It's all there for you to have a look at. And talking about platinum price, to give the rest of you the opportunity to check out your basket, here's the boss to tell you all about our Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
I knew you would all love that last demonstration, as if you've not already loved the other ones. Crafty Angie is saying, Debbie, it was gorgeous before, but that embossing powder, wow, afterwards. Absolutely. Hannah Gosling-Smith is saying, that looks fabulous. Colleen saying, wow, that looks beautiful. Pamela saying, this is wow, Debbie, so beautiful. Sandra Evans is saying, love embossing, always magical. We've got Hannah also saying, oh, this technique with the Dreamcatcher die from the Boho collection, or Bohemian collection, could it be? But inked in oranges and teals and purples. Now I want to play when I need to be resting. Oh, hope you're okay, Hannah. Hope you're okay. Sending love. We've got Betty is saying, I love when Debbie is on. She gives so much inspiration. I love being on this side when Debbie's on. We've got Panda Craft saying, that would be nice for wedding card invites, Debbie, creating the frame with the die cuts. Good call, good call. Beverly is saying, Beverly Dials Thomas is saying, I have been mesmerised by Debbie's demos. I love them all in big capital letters. We've got Kat is saying, I think I could do that. Loads of techniques, what mind-blowing. Promise you can. You absolutely don't worry about it, don't stress about it, don't think about it, just grab your cup of tea like Tracy's doing with me right now, and Debbie, sit down, relax and just have a play. That's what it's all about. And then Sue, I was having a look, Sue was saying, I do not make 6x6 cards. Would the Showstopper items be too big for smaller card bases? Well, I had a quick look and I can kind of work out kind of the largest one out of them all is the Peony, and it's 3.8 inches by 4.8 inches. So that seems to be the largest one out of all of them. So you would be, Debbie, wouldn't you?
Did you say 4 by 6? Sorry,
so it is 3 by 8 by 4.8 inches. So yeah, you could do. Absolutely, you could do. So yeah, hopefully that helps. So yeah, little card blanks or your A6 or 4 by 6. Go for it. Have fun when it comes to the card blanks. Right, when it comes to what we've been talking about on this launch day is all, of course, about the large outline floral dies. So I think what we'll do is, instead of giving you a little recap, because we've shown you a few times, we'll go straight to Debbie for another demonstration. And when you come back, I can give you another recap if you are wanting to go for that Showstopper collection, because over 70% has gone already. So Debbie, what are you going to wow us with next?
Oh, well, I love making a box. You know me and my box making. If you've been following me since the very beginning, you'll know that boxes, I just love making them. Gift boxes, light up boxes, any kind of box, big, small, medium, tall, fat, thin, anything. I love a box. I just love construction. So I'm going to make a lovely little box. I was going to do a light up box, but then I thought I did that last week, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit and just do a normal gift box. One that I'm going to point out yet again, Sean. Oh my God, this box is just divine. I love what she's done and the things that she's used on there. She's done a little bit of paper piecing in this, which is absolutely beautiful. Kept some of the acetate, so that if you wanted to use this as a light-up box, you absolutely could do. Now, I'll show you how she's done that in a second. I'm doing mine just slightly differently, but I'll explain probably how Sean did hers. But it's just such a glorious box. Now, I'll give you the measurements, because what I've got is I create, and I do it in many ways. I can either do single panels, double panels, or depending on the size of your cardstock, you can do it like 3-side panel and then just add an extra one. But I've got 2 pieces of cardstock that actually measure at 9.5 inches by 8.25, and you do 2 of those. Now you pop it on the landscape way and you score at 4.5 inches and also a little 1/2 inch. So you've got 1/2 inch, again depending on the size, and I'll just explain. 1/2 inch and then your 4.5, or do your 4.5 and then your other half either side. Doesn't matter which way you do them, whether you have your tab on this side or your tab on that side. And then turn it on the portrait way and pop your score line 2.5 inches down there as well. So you've got yourself your box base. Now this fits this particular die. If you want to extend it, you can make them larger. You can make them wider. You just need to think about the equations of each of your panels to your die, how you would want it to fit. And if you wanted to add, and if I just took this under just for a second to show you what I mean, if you think about, that is now your panel for your die to sit into, and I'm going to be using an anemone.
That's the one I definitely can't say.
I'm making this a nice snug one, so it's a nice snug, but you can make that bigger. Now, if you wanted to add a piece of paper, like a patterned paper onto it, which is what Sean's done here, she's just done it on a much larger scale, as you can see. What she's done is she's popped a piece of paper and then cut through both, and it creates that perfect aperture for your piece, and then popped the inner bit back in, sat on some acetate. So you can do it with those as well. Not sure what Michelle's got planned for a craft along. Would have to ask her. I'm not sure, because I haven't seen her for absolutely ages, but you know, whatever way or whatever you're going to do, I might even message Sean and see if she'll share her measurements with that particular
nice
box
idea,
for you. But you can make these any size you want. Now I've got, like I said, 2 of those with exactly the same score lines, exactly the same place. The only thing is done as I've prepped in hand to put my red liner tape down there, because I always use, as you know, again, if you follow me, you'll know I put red liner tape on absolutely anything to do with a construction box. So we're going to add this in now. So we're going to pop the anemone into the central part of the box. So we're going to hold it down with some low tack tape. Not that one, Debbie, because you've had some shimmer ink onto it. Let's get some clean. Let's get a bit of clean on there. And then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. Now, even though it is a 2-panel box, it doesn't matter. It'll fit onto your Junior, and you just treat it the same way that you would do with your thin metal die combination of your platform. Exception to the rule there is if you're using a MIDI.
Okay.
And if you're using a MIDI for this particular thing, you're going to have to do your boxes. So if you think about the size, if I just explain, you're just going to do them in 4 panels with an 1/2 inch tab,
Right.
and the same there. And then you can fit it onto your MIDI quite easily. But yeah, there's always ways around it, isn't there?
Ways.
Always ways, there is. So I'm just going to lift that off. And then what that has done is it's created the aperture, but it's also given me the outline of the floral. Let me just get rid of that. And again, look for your release pot. I can see it's there because I can see my paper, so that's the release point, and it releases that really easily. And that's going to sit back into there as well. So we're going to come in now and we're going to do exactly the same. So I'm looking at the equation of my box. I'm ignoring the flap this side, I'm ignoring that side, and I'm popping it into the centre of that panel. So that's how I always work whenever I do. Now, you could have it side by side, or you could have one there, keep that blank, and then on your next one, repeat that as well. I suppose it depends on the pattern. I'm only going for a 2 this time. Might surprise you to know, because normally I do all 4.
Go with a 2.
I know, normally I do. And normally I'm the all the way around kind of girl. I like them on all 4 sides. But that sounded rude, didn't it? That sounded really rude. I do apologise if that sounded really rude.
It doesn't, Debbie. It doesn't.
It was those boys in my ear that cracked out laughing.
It's
Charlotte, yes, she might not be on the microphone, but I still heard her.
Yeah, it's just us. It's not rude.
Oh dear. Hey, but yes, at this particular time, I'm liking it just on the 2 sides. We were doing really well, Craig. We were doing really well.
That's why I'm trying to say nothing.
But you know, I felt like I were doing a really, really professional launch day, and I wasn't stooping so low, but look what happens. Now, again, I've got the 2 pieces, and they are going to sit back into there. However, I'm going to give them a nice colour. I'm going to add a bit of colour to them. So I've got my 2 pieces. Again, look, I could do all 4, but I'm not. I'm going to keep to my original plan and just do the 2. So I'm just going to move those to one side. Before I get started though, I am going to put the acetate onto the back. I've popped acetate pieces there, and I've popped some red liner tape just onto the back. You can stick it down with any of your glues, but I'm just going to prep this up, and we're going to come in and we're going to just attach that to the inside of your box. And that will act as the area for your die cut piece to sit back in once it's coloured up. So I've got that side. We're going to do this same on this side.
Because when it comes to paper piecing, you need that platform, don't you? You need something for the die cut pieces
exactly,
to
for paper piecing, or again, the window glass, the stained window glass technique you could do this with as well right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But now you've got somewhere for those to sit, and you can see that's really nice. And I'll pop those score lines back in when I get to construct it. But what I want to do now is add a little bit of colour. So I'm going to bring in some cardstock again, just to sit on. And at the moment, you're probably thinking, oh, I can barely see that. However, once I add the colours, and I'm just going to do a little bit of, I've got a mixture of colours here from light green, pink violet and citrus blend. You can choose whatever it is that you want with this. But I'm going to come in and do a little bit of colour. I say a little bit, very easy to achieve that. And again, let me go around that centrepiece. Lots of different ways that you can use them, really, there really is.
And by doing it this way, you're not actually, not that we usually worry about the content of the ink, but if you are at home, you're not using a lot by colouring the outline,
Not
are
at
you?
all, no. I'm going to go in dark with this one. I like this colour. But to be fair, you could, if you wanted, and I'm just going to go around the outside of the petal with this. And the reason I've used the brushes is because you can lay down quite a bit of colour straight away. Oops, I think that might be my leaf. Oh, Debbie, what are you like? It is, isn't it? That's my leaf. Let me just move that out of the way. That's it, yeah. No one needs to know. I didn't need to say that. Nobody would know. It is part of the petal, actually, Jamie. Part of the petal. Yeah, it could be a purple petal. Yeah. Yeah, I like it now. They're being nice to me, Mia. Have you heard them? Yeah. They're always nice, by the way, just in case you think. Yeah, they're always nice. They're not nasty in his ear at all, are they?
Well, Jamie's just learning.
Oh, I know he is. And he's doing a very good job as well.
He'll get in the swing.
A what?
He'll get in the swing of giving us stick.
I thought you said he's a bit of a swine. I thought a bit of a swine. I thought he's a lovely little lad. Oh, well, I said little again. He's not little, is he? He's
I definitely did not call Jamie that. I know I definitely did. I did not call you that one, Jamie. You can go back and have a look. When I do the craft club filming, it's Jamie that does it with Sam.
Aww.
Night and day when he's doing that. Night and day.
Is he?
He's not as little innocent as he sounds.
Is he cheeky?
Oh, he's a cheeky
He's not
monkey.
cheeky.
He is.
He's very well behaved. He's always polite.
He's got good sarcasm.
He's got good manners. He's been brought up well. That's how I look at it. He's been brought up incredibly well by his mummy and daddy. What was that? What was that in my ear?
I don't know, I never heard anything. Yeah, he's a good lad.
He is a good lad. He is a good lad. They're all good. They're all brilliant boys and girls, aren't they? They are. They're all fabulous. Oh, look at that. That looks effective.
That looks effective,
I just
doesn't
thought I'd
it?
move it out of the way, though, because it was kind of putting me off, but I quite like that now. Now, again, you can use any of your colours. Let's have a look at the... Oh, yeah, I'm going to go with that one. A bit brighter. You can tell me what you said after the show, Jamie, because I did hear you whisper something. I wasn't quite sure what you said. Did you hear him, Craig?
I genuinely didn't hear what... I know they whispered something, but I didn't hear it.
I know. Whatever I said, I made him laugh. But he did... Oh, you're so sweet. Smooth talker. Have you heard him? Whispered how good it looks, this. Smooth talker. Now, any of your colouring mediums you're going to be able to do this with. So, do you know, like I did earlier with the the aqua pens, you could do it with the aqua pens. Loads of different colouring mediums, pencils,
you know what
glitter markers, your inks.
If you use your Stay Sticky glue, coat it within the Stay Sticky glue, let it go tacky, and then use your Gilding Flakes.
Oh, Craig, why didn't I think of that one? Oh, that's a really good shout out, that, isn't it? Absolutely cracking shout out. So when you've coloured it in, look how easy that was. Super easy to achieve. And if you think you've missed any areas, just go back in with your colours, and then you can see the areas that you've missed, and you can see where you just need to go back into. So absolutely, just use that as a bit of scrap paper underneath. But very easy to achieve that look. However, I'm not going to do both, because what I'm just going to do is move those to one side. And then I'm going to come in now and bring in all my 4 bits. I've actually snipped this bit down. I've taken off the top part, so I've got like just a smaller flower. Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring back in the bit with the acetate. We're going to then sit those back into their chosen spot, and it just makes that, it just lifts it. It gives it an instant lift.
Yeah, it gives it that lift.
And then we're going to come in now, and again, I'm just going to add dotty tape pen. Always pull towards you if you're using a very intricate die, and turn the die cut, and then sit that back, right way around, Debs, sit that back into there, and because it's on the acetate, it's got somewhere to actually sit, and you could, if you wanted, add a darker piece underneath to give it that little bit of a lift, a bit of a drop shadow. Let's come back in and do that one. Again, pulling it towards me rather than away. Delicate die cut is to be treated fragilely, not the normal way that Debbie would go about things. So literally nice and gentle, and then get it the right way
What I
around,
would
Debbie.
like to do, actually, now I know this would be a labour of love, and some of you would be like, oh, Craig, I'm not going to do that. But if you cut a number of them out, and then within each one, snip elements away, so it's if you're creating your own decoupage, and then each one you can maybe pop onto acetate or your white cardstock, fussy cuss the excess, and then build up.
That sounds like honestly, that really does sound lovely, that, Craig. I like that one. Just going to get rid of all the glue where it's attached to there. I'm going to bring in the card lid, the box lid, and the box lid measurements is 6 1/8 inch, scored 3/4 of an inch all the way around, and I've just put all my little tabs in. That's going to actually just sit onto the top, and I did it smaller just because of the base of my box. I knew full well that it would be too big. So if I just show you, it's like literally squeeze. Actually, oh, I don't know now. I've put that there. That looks all right, doesn't it?
I think that looks nice.
Do you think put you to one side? Always use your lace dates. There we go.
Yeah,
Let's come all the way around. I think I've
nice.
just got enough space to pop that on there, Craig. So, aha, yeah, there we go. That's, oh yeah, I quite like that one, Craig. Gonna go with that one.
Perfecto.
I've got myself some little butterflies as well. Well, I did tell you they sit at the side, so I've cut myself a few kaleidoscope of butterflies. You know what I'm like. I absolutely love my butterflies. Just gonna try and find my super strong adhesive
Timeless
glue.
butterflies, is it?
You what, love?
Timeless butterflies?
Well, how did you guess?
How did I guess?
How did you guess, Craig? Yes, and I've chosen like a nice purple that kind of matches to the colour that I use there. And again, I'm just going to pop a couple on just to the top. Let's pop that all together. And that's our lid base done. And then again, you can make these lids bigger if you want to. If you're making a bigger box, then absolutely make a bigger lid. But again, all you're thinking about is, depending on the size of your box, you just add that extra 1/8 of an inch on for your lid.
Okay.
That's all you need to remember. So I'm going to just leave that there for one side. Then I'm going to bring this in now. So again, if you're having all 4 sides, absolutely. But what I'm going to do is just attach the two. I'm going to keep 2 sides plain. And again, just attach now, detach the red liner tape. Then attach the straight edge to the flap. And then when I turn that in, and I've just remembered I forgot to redo the score lines. It's been through the Gemini, hasn't it? So I need to redo that.
You know how that would also look, Debbie, as well, is, you know, you've done the 2 panels there. Say you've just done one and that was to go onto a card front. How effective would that be? You've done all that colouring as well.
Yeah.
And then it's giving you a box, but then it's also giving you a card front.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to bring this one in as well, and again, just attach those. Nice and easy. Nothing too hard when it comes to box making. We like to make it nice and easy for you. And again, I'm just going to attach that straight edge to that tab, attach the glue, and then I've got my base. Now, because of this, it creates a nice, strong bottom to start with, but I do prefer, whenever I'm doing my boxes, I like to add the extra base. So I'm going to cut those down in a second, but I'm just going to, for speed, because I can see the time. Honestly, I thought I got another demo in me. Don't think that's quite going to work, Craig, but never mind. We might, and I mean might, depends what we've got left in it later.
Well,
be able to we'll go, because we've got a lot to get through the cartload. We'll see with time whether time permits us to do that. So I've got my 2 nice bases there. I am going to pop my bottom and my bottom on the inside to make it nice and strong. But I'm going to come in now and just add a few little butterflies again, just to bring it all into line and just match it all. I'm not going to go too high up because obviously I'm going to have a lid on there.
What a great way to create something so dimensional with these outline dies, and showing you how simple it is just to, you know, using the aid of acetate to then just level it out on the front.
Yeah, yeah. And again, do you know, there's so much you can do with these, Craig. I've just shown you just a tiny little bit. You can go back and you can watch Michelle's show from the first look when she had them on, and whole of different ways as well. Lots of different ways that you're going to be able to use them. Oops, I wonder where you've gone, thinking there. I know it just dropped off. I don't know how that happened. Now I could, and I should, step away from the butterflies because I know what I'm like. However, few gems. I think that's what's missing, Craig.
Can't be a project without gems when it comes to you,
Well, and I was
Debbie.
just thinking again, perhaps dewdrops maybe. Yeah, why not? I'm writing to me dewdrops at the minute. And again, I'm just going to randomly chuck them on because it just creates a nice little bit of added interest and a little bit of extra bling as well. Got to have a bit of bling bling. Yes, you can. Look at Jamie.
Check him
out, eh? I think Jamie's been crafting a little bit there on the slide, because he did say, can you colour dewdrops? Yes, you can, Jamie. You're right. Colour them to match, so I could colour them with the same colours that I've used on here. Get him here, Craig. He's been hanging around you too much with that filming. That's what it is. But I actually
hanging around
put a
all of
little
us.
dewdrop inside each one of my butterflies as well, so it all ties in. It's that little bit of that detail, isn't it? But again, not to your thumb, Debbie, to the butterfly.
Hanging about all of us, it does become beneficial sometimes.
What, hanging around with us?
Hanging around us.
I'm not so
You
sure
learn
about
some
that one.
things. You'll get stick as well, but...
You what, love?
You'll get stick as well, but...
I know. Yeah, calling him a swine. I mean,
I
how
did
could you, Craig?
not
How
call
could you?
him a
Poor
swine.
Jamie. Poor Jamie.
Oh, God.
You do know you're going to get ready for tomorrow because Ben's back.
He is back.
And they're all
That
not happy
star's
about the
coming
Stargate.
Star's coming off.
Yeah. Now, I've just added a little gem into each one of there, and then, again, I'm just going to finish that off by popping a gem onto my box lid as well, and just finishing that all off so it all ties in, all matches, and just looks, well, another way of using them, really,
It's another
suppose,
way,
when you
another
think about
cracking
it.
way.
Yeah. I've gone a bit overly decorative. Debbie, step away from the
Can you
gems.
though?
Step away from the
Can you?
gems. Now, I'm not going to put a sentiment on there, but you can put a sentiment. But there you go, where you've got, and again, if you pop your lights, you know, your tea lights or something like that into there, could absolutely look beautiful. But then matching it up at the top so that it all looks absolutely gorgeous. So again, another way of being able to use your outline dies.
Epic. Epic, yet again, another phenomenal demonstration that Debbie's just shown you, how you can create something so dimensional and even a keepsake when it comes to the large outline floral dies. Right, let's have a little quick recap of the Showstopper here now. We have got, well, as it works out, you've got a third of the stock has gone of the Showstopper collection. Let's actually go in the order that I am used to. So you've got the roses. So this is everything that you're going to get in the Showstopper. The dies are available on their own if you want to, just the die set, but you're all going for that Showstopper, which I'm not surprised. You're getting the peony, you're then getting the lilies, you're then getting the cosmos, you're then also getting the cherry blossom, you're then going to get the hellebores, you're then also going to get the ekinsue, and then you're also going to get the 8th one as well. You're going to get all of those within the Showstopper. Not only when it comes to the Showstopper, you're also going to get the 2 packs of your tricolour aqua pen, so that's giving you 6 pens in total, but 18 colours in complete total. You're then going to get your 12 sheets of your heat-proof acetate, so if you want to be using that with your foil pressing these dies, you can. You're also going to get a tape runner too, so you've seen Debbie using that throughout the day. You're then going to get your 4-pack of precision tweezers, and then you're also going to get your 12 by 12 card pad. So that is your 12 by 12, 250 GSM, 24 sheets, 4 colours, and then when it comes to each colour, half are a linen and half are a pearlescent, and then of course you can cut into either of them if you want, as well as so other materials when it comes to the brand new collection. Now when it comes to the large outline floral dies, we're just approaching 80% now of that Showstopper collection. So you're going to be getting all of what I've just shown you. Those extras, by the way, it works out within that bundle that everything there you'd be paying £24 or $41 when it comes to the value of that bundle. But in essence, that whole collection, £99 or $140. It's a platinum price of £79.20 or $112. You are going to get your free shipping on there. And let's not forget as well, if you've seen that VT from Sarah, if this is your first order after joining Club Inspire, you get 20% off on your first order, which means then you can get this one for that platinum price as well today. It's all there on the website. However long it's going to be there, not too sure, but approaching 80% of that Showstopper collection is going. So keep that one in mind if you want to get your hands on it. But we are going to be doing, so we're going to do a demo of the show in this show, and we will do demo of the day in Cartload. So we are going to do that full demo of the day in Cartload, but just now it's all about demo of the show, Debbie.
Right, so where we started was, oh, there it is, number 1. So number 1, we started with the, wait a minute, so can you drop that L a little bit just for a second? Is that okay to do that? It might be easier. That's perfect, thank you. So number 1, where we did a bit of paper piecing and a stencil background. Number 2, we did the technique with the stained glass window effect onto some acetate. Number 3, we used our dies to create an enamelled look using our shimmer ink pads. And then number 4, let me just see if I can get that squeezed in, using our lovely alcohol markers to colour your flowers in. So it is 1, 2, 3 or 4. You decide.
I can't call it.
Me neither, to be fair.
I can't call
Not gonna
it.
lie, I don't want to call it either because
Nope.
I've loved making every single one, and I did have a couple of others just over there, but might leave them. I might leave them back here. But who knows what we'll get done in Cartload? It depends how fast, furious Cartload actually is. We might need to slow it down a bit.
We might need a
we'll
little
just see.
slowdown.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
we might need a little slowdown. While you're getting the votes in, Rachel's going to tally them all up. We're going to have a look at our pick of the day for today, and if the actual Showstopper wasn't exceptional value as it was, so is the pick of the day. You're going to get everything I'm just about to show you for £30, $30. Platinum price is then going to be £24 or $24. You can still take advantage of taking that 20% discount if this is your first order after joining Club Inspire. Even though it's a highlighted product as a pick of the day, you can absolutely do that. And then if you are in Club Inspire, you're going to get double points as well, which is a win-win. It will end early tomorrow morning before tomorrow's pick of the day starts, or it is stock limited as well, so keep that one in mind. Now, when it comes to what you're going to be getting, you're going to be getting your Kirsten bag within Totally Tiffany here. So the size of it is really spacious. You've got the actual storage, you've got that waterproof within the outside there. Showerproof, I should say, because it's not completely waterproof because you've got these sides that you can see in, but certainly showerproof, and it is wipeable too. You've got that really strong plastic storage inside. Now, it's there to complement each other, but you can use them separate if you so wish to. Your dies, maybe your stamps, maybe you're just going to use it around the house, in the cupboard to do and store different things. It's up to you. So strong, so sturdy. You've got the handle as well, whether you're going to then pull from the side or if you are going to choose to use it on its side within a big buddy bag, you can do that and lift out. So you're going to be getting that. You're also going to be getting a 3-pack of your magnetic sheets. So these are from a previous storage selection that we'd done. Saying that, if you didn't have a previous folder, you can then come along, you can pop your own holes in there, put them on your own divider, or you can just have them out and about for you to store your dies on. I know some people stick magnetic sheets on the wall and use that a way to store dies. Do that if you want to. What I would say though is it's not magnetic sheet for you to then use in place of your Gemini. It's all about storage. They're too thick for your Gemini. So please don't use them in that way. But other than that, such a great storage. You can be using them to pop your cling stamps on the back if you want to. That's included. This is still the pick of the day. You're then going to be getting your 9-inch Crafter's Companion scissors. These are the largest ones we do. These are the ones with the measurement. You know how unbelievably sharp that our scissors are. You know the different materials that you can cut through, not just card or, of course, your fabrics. Use it throughout the house. Many people, like myself, like Debbie, like so many, use them in the kitchen as well. If you are going to do that, keep one for food and one separate for your crafting and everything else, but you are going to be getting your large scissors, and then you're going to be getting your 12 by 12 garden gnomes. This is your 36 sheets, double-sided pattern paper. When it comes to the 180 GSM, if we go right to the back, what you're then also going to get is multiple sheets. Let's just flick right here, multiple sheets of all of these different layouts already done for you. Chop them in 4. There's your scenes already done, card blank, sentiment, or any other characters that you've got that you want to use them with. That's everything that you're getting in today's pick of the day. Lots of you have, or what I've been seeing within the comments, many of you, I should say, have been popping that in your basket with today's launch of the large floral outline dies. But I'm not surprised at, because of course £30, $30, or platinum price of £24 or $24 with your double points does end tomorrow morning before tomorrow's start, or stock dependent. So let's keep that one in mind. Then we've got another vote for you that I'd like you to take part on across on the website, and that is our Crafter's Choice Awards. What embossing folder and stamp range can your craft room not live without? Is it 3D embossing folders, cut and emboss folders, cute character stamps, sentiment stamps, or layering stamps? I need you to head across to .co.uk.com.au, have a look at the Crafter's Choice Awards and click on that, and then it's going to ask you for your email, and then the 5 selections will come up for you to choose from. Then while you're there, in celebration of the Crafter's Choice Awards, we've got a huge selection of up to 70% off, a great big load of Crafter's Companion products there. So the most that you're going to see is 70%, but then you've got some essentials as well at different percentages. So check them ones out. They're there. You'll see it straight away up on the website, as well as shop the day for everything that we have been showcasing today, including Cartload coming up just later. Right, Rachel is saying at the point she's counted, 1 vote separated them.
No way.
Yep. And she's then come back. She's told me the result, but she's come back after saying, I tallied it very, very carefully, recounted and made sure. But
God love her.
It goes into number 3.
Oh, do you know, I'm really pleased. I'll be totally honest, I love all of these that I've done today.
You should.
And I sometimes think that the simplest ones, and it was very simple, you saw how easy it was to achieve that. Anybody can do any of these. Anybody, when you've got these at home, you could recreate these yourself. But I'm really pleased that you loved that one, because it's one of my personal favourites. I love making my backgrounds, and I love anything inky. So I'm really chuffed that you loved that one too. It's been a good old launch show. I've really enjoyed it. I really, really have enjoyed it, and I'm so pleased that you've loved these dies just as much as we have here.
Absolutely.
But I am ready for a little bit of I was going to say lie down, but I think I'm ready for a little bit of a rest before we get started ahead of tonight's cartload, which is going to be absolutely amazing.
It is indeed, absolutely. You can already head across there onto the website. We've got 5er deals, we've got 10er deals as well. We've got our bags there as well that you can check out. We did have a look at these ones within Wake Up Call. If you buy any 3, you're going to get an additional 5% off as well. Have a look at the Sarah Signature one Debbie had shown. It's ridiculous, the value. And I know we're only coming into the end of May. However, there's an absolute epic Christmas one as well. It's all there for you to get a head start at. We may, all going well, have a little look at our Showstopper as well within Cartload, just to give you a bit of a refresh, because it's been so popular. We will do a demo of the day vote. We will also do our Craft Awards vote as well. If you are watching live, Debbie and myself and Johnny and Charlotte, and not Jamie though, that's Jamie just done for this one show, isn't it, Jamie? It is. He will see you again though. We will see you live in 2 hours for Thursday night's Cartload.